Hello and welcome to 777 Classroom. Today we'll get to the news in a few. I want to first address a couple of topics that I have on hand. Social hierarchy and the internet social hierarchy first, and then I want to jump into the poor class, and then I want to jump into the news. I first am going to put this dissertation out, and I know it's some teacher or nurse or psychologist in here that's going to be like, oh, they definitely need to teach that in a class and write this down. And I'm hoping that recording this and putting some hashtags behind it gets it to some college that decides, some children in college to decide, you know what, that'll be a good dissertation to do, and for me to do it for my doctorate program, to really study the internet hierarchy and how it works. In society, there are hierarchies that we all have in our vicinity. So we'll start with the hierarchy of the family in itself. The family, there's your mother, your father, there's your sister and brother, and then there's your aunts, and then so on and so forth. In that hierarchy, before the internet, you would go to a relative that you felt comfortable with to have a conversation with about something that was upsetting you. Those hierarchies allowed there to be a social norm or cues. When people did not take you serious, you then went outside of your hierarchy to get help, be it the police, be it a lawyer, or a therapist. But in today's society, this social hierarchy of the internet has allowed those norms to dissipate. For me, it did not happen as rapidly as it happened for you. I actually stayed the hell away from the internet, but I just been studying everything that's been going on. And I came to the realization yesterday, and massively studying everything, had some of my social cues put back on me about being vigilant, and that is great for me. Put some of my military training back on me, but it also let me know there is a social structure when it comes to the internet. The internet has a social structure that is ever expanding and is good and bad. at the same time. So the social hierarchy is, for all intents purposes, starts with a community. A community on the internet of very invitations, very good people. That community's social hierarchy can cause someone to have a traumatic experience or breakdown. Here, here, here in this social hierarchy of this community, which is different from most others, this community tries to keep bad apples out. Now, this can have a tremendous effect, I'm realizing, on some people because this has become real to them. Follow me. Follow me. Okay? So for those of you who are just coming over to TikTok from Facebook or Instagram, there is something that you may not have noticed yet. Unlike Facebook and Instagram, where those are people that you know, you really aren't opening yourself up to people that you don't know. That social hierarchy still relies and still goes into the people that you have met in your real life, coworkers, friends, associates. Welcome to the internet. Vastly has opened you up here on TikTok to a host of other things as far as the social hierarchy and mental health. The social hierarchy here has given you the freedom of talking to people like they are your therapist. So, internet society is community, not separating oneself from it, and then the internet setting themselves. And then there's the social status that is here. There's a social status. Every community has one. There's a social status. No matter what, once somebody finds a community, no matter if they are a really good person or a bad person, someone we deem a beggar, someone who may be a scammer on here, once they actually find a community, they will work their asses off to no longer have that attached to them once they realize that the internet isn't a bank for them to rob. Sorry, TikTok and other apps like it. For some people, when they join these apps, it's a bank. It's a bank and it's open season robbery. It's open season robbery till they realize that there aren't police per se, but there are communities of people that will put you on blast, which is a place that people don't want to be at. So they work really hard to get their social status back. Hence, a couple of people that you may aren't here that are working really hard in other communities to get their name not bad, if you understand. And I'm sorry I'm teaching this, and I know it feels like you're in a college class, which it should feel like, because I would like for someone to see this and for them to be like, I never thought of that. And I know there are some people who have psychology degrees in here right now, nurses and all type of mental health professionals going, I did not think about that. Okay? So there is a social status on the internet. If you are not aware, it is time that you are aware. So in this social status here that most people find, they are, in all actuality, there's a real feeling of ambiguity, where they have the freedom to tell people that they don't know, not Facebook, not Instagram, but YouTube and TikTok. They have the freedom to tell people their traumatic experiences or their business or someone else's business because they don't know you. It's like going to a therapist that doesn't know your husband or doesn't know the family member that did you wrong, or doesn't know the auntie that did you wrong or your grandmother who did you wrong, and you have the free will to tell them everything because you know they are not going to see your relatives. That is the social status and one of the social status cues that happens here on the internet. What is favorable is that these are real social relationships. They start out as innocent as they are, as you don't know the individual, but then they develop into actual relationships where you actually like the people that you have come in contact with. You like the communities that you are a part of. You like being ahead and knowing what's going on, not only on the internet, but in society, as is what's going on right now. You are getting opened up to, internet, okay, this is what's going on with me and the internet. One of many theories that can be theorized about the mental health and what's going on. The hard thing about this is that communities on the internet could cause a mental break with some people. Some people take their social status really, really serious. Okay? So imagine that you are perhaps a housewife that is, and this is also going in some of for anybody watching this, the next segment is on poor, and then I'm covering some news stories, but this high society thing that I'm talking about is definitely going back to poor, so just make sure those two do coincide. Imagine you're a housewife with status, your husband, you don't worry about savings or checkings or any other things because your husband makes six figures and you have a social status inside your suburban neighborhood. And this social status allows you to talk to every other housewife in the neighborhood and have parties and go to where everybody knows you. So you shop at the same stores. You go to Whole Foods. You see Sarah at Whole Foods. You shop at the high-end thrift store. You see Megan at the high-end thrift store. Benny, the butcher, is down the way. He also lives in the neighborhood. The plumber also lives there because plumbers do make a lot of money unknown to society and electricians. But you have a social status within your neighborhood. Now I want you to put the internet into this. And let me break this down to you. So there's housewives. I'm talking right now and you're watching this on YouTube. But currently in here are housewives, house husbands, husbands, wives, brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles, grandmothers, grandfathers. There's a whole host of people in here as I'm recording this off TikTok. Okay? There's a whole host of people in here. And technically, this is considered a internet community. So what happened in this internet community on this little island is, like I said in the beginning, we try to do a great job of trying to weed out like bad apples here and try to just stick to the news. But what I realized, if you happen to take this a step farther, is that this is actual community. So imagine those same housewives, the husband gets stripped of the job. So they got to move. So ain't no more Whole Foods shopping. No more high-end thrift stores. They get removed from the community. There is a mental break with the wife because there was money coming in and everything was good. All her friends didn't know that Tom, her husband, was actually going to lose his job due to his inappropriate behavior. They didn't know Tom was sleeping with Lauren at the office, and that's how he lost his job due to an HR complaint. So the same thing kind of happens in this internet community. People come in and sometimes people find out things. And usually, like in workspaces, they can have a conversation with the boss and they'll figure it out. But sometimes there's no conversation to be had because somebody has documented them over a course of time, doing it in the break room, doing it in the car, doing it all over the place, and they just document it and hand it in. So there's no getting the job back. Nah, I don't think I'm talking in code. I think I'm shooting this straight because I'm trying to. I don't think I'm talking in code. I just used a scenario as they would use in a college class. I used a scenario to equate to this community. This community and the mental break that happens when somebody gets kicked out of the community. There's an actual mental break that happens with people that, let me correct this, not everyone believes in the social status. Some people can move on with their life. Some people lose their job, they lose their house, they lose their car. Doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It means, okay, gotta start over. Some people, it's the end of the world. It is literally the end of the world. They have lost everything. They didn't have to work for anything. And this is devastation at its most. That is the same for internet communities. And I know there is somebody who has a psychologist's degree or some doctor like, I've seen that happen. And I'll take that in point. When somebody gets kicked from a internet community, some people move on and they go about their life, and then some people go stir crazy. They start digging up information on people. They start looking into them heavily. It is because of the social status. They don't know what to do. Everything that they knew relied on the community. And they built themselves up over the community. And it's just not one scenario for me where I can say, point to that. I can point to multiple scenarios on the internet where it was like, what the hell did we do? We just said you can't come here no more. We just said you don't know how to apologize. You got to move on. You don't not take accountability, you got to move on. And that has happened many a times on this internet. So a lot of times on the internet, there is a mental break that happens and people don't know how to deal with it. In some ways, this could be a great tool for a lot of people and a great way to deal with their trauma in general. But there is a failure in this community and system because the hierarchy of society and privilege of those who want to reuse your trauma to bring you harm. So then there's a trauma of the internet that needs to be dived into a lot to give, there needs to be some kind of laws. There needs to be some kind of reset system in place that allows people who lost their social hierarchy to move on. There needs to be some kind of system in place, and that first starts, I believe, with mental health. There needs to be like a little office, some app. This is where we're going with this. Hear me out, because you're going to develop this. There needs to be some kind of in-house tool that somebody can use. Oh, they don't like this. They don't like this. There needs to be some kind of in-house button that a person can press to talk to somebody about them losing their social status or what they believe is their social status. Just because they are out of one community doesn't mean people still don't see them and talk to them. It just means they're not allowed in certain places. You didn't lose anything. These things are fictional. I'm sorry, I'm saying it this way. These things are false realities compared to actually losing your home, compared to actually losing your car. These things that are great tools to overcome trauma, to overcome everything you're going to. If you can afford a therapist or a psychologist, these are great tools that can be used. But the social status and social cues that have developed in people because of TikTok and other apps such as it, and other websites like YouTube that allow people the free roam to say what they need to say and get it off their chest. These social hierarchies that you have put yourself in have allowed people to, one, get above themselves. Seen that. Seen a guy talking about having 1 million followers and like like he thought he was a celebrity. It's like weird. It's weird. It was weird. It was weird. It was weird. He wasn't even giving nothing. He was just talking about like, yeah, I go out to the mall and they know who I am. It's like, whoa, too much. Too much. Too much. Take a break. Take a chill pill. It's just an app. But these things make people, one, live above their means. It has put a burden on society, for one. It has put a terrible burden on society where they have gotten rid of a whole class of people. You're still here, but they act like you don't exist, which is weird. And they have gotten rid of another class of people, the mental people who are actually dealing with mental health crises and problems, and have found, let me not stir you wrong, I'm glad that you have found an outlet to find individuals to talk to get through your mental health crises and problems, and having an outlet. I don't want to stir you wrong, but I also believe that there are some people that need parasocial relationships. I think some people need medication to lessen whatever thoughts they may be having, more than some people need just someone to talk to. Some people need deep therapy, and that is something that some professor or some psychologist, I hope in the future, upon watching this video, at least this part of the video, because I'm about to step into another part, but at least this part of the video takes this and does a dissertation and does something with it and helps somebody out. Miss Terry? Strike. Definitely a strike. It's a strike, y'all. It's a strike. She ain't mean to do that. She ain't mean to do that. That's a strike. It's a strike. It was a strike. It's a strike. That's a strike. This may not be a strike, though. That's strike one. That definitely is.
Good morning.
Hey now. Hey, Miss. Hey,
How are
Miss.
you? I just wanted to say, I don't know everything that's going on. I've been sick, so I've been on and off here. But I just want to say, if I was to lose my home and my vehicle that I paid for at 56 years old, I'd be devastated. And I would not turn to a TikTok therapist. I would be checking out my local resources. And even in Iowa, where I live, in a town of 1,000 people, mind you, in a rural area, we still have mental health services for every income. And they even will come to you if you are in a crisis. So please, do not deflect yourself to think you are limited to a TikTok therapist who does not have qualifications to help you. You
I
need to go to real life resources that can help you.
I agree, Miss.
I know.
I would.
But there are people that don't see the reality of real life.
Let me. Okay. Let me. Okay. So this is where we're at. Okay. So I think I don't. I'm not finna guess your age, but I'm finna do this. Okay.
I'm
Somebody in your family.
56, honey,
No. No. No.
going
No. No.
on
No. 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 No.
80.
No. No. I got it. I know how to do it. I know how to do it. Somebody in your family was not ready for checks. When checks came out, people weren't ready. There were people who just weren't doing it. Then the debit card came out, and people were like, no, no, I'm not. I'm going to use my checkbook. Right now, where society is this pivotal place where there needs to, we can't stop people from this. We have to put a rail guard in to help to
Yes,
help.
exactly. There needs to be almost a panic button on here.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to overstep. But there needs to be a panic button because I see some people spiraling. I mean,
Yes.
I've been dealing with borderline personality disorder since I was 15. And back in the early 80s, mental health. When I first got diagnosed, I was 15 years old. My parents had to literally go an hour away from home to find a psychiatrist because they said she can't have mental illness at 15.
Mm,
And a
mm,
medical doctor actually said, yes, there's nothing I can do for you.
mm.
You need to speak to a mental health worker. My parents were astonished. And I started seeing a psychiatrist. And after 5.5 decades of watching the mental health field, it's grown exponentially. But I will say this much: when you're not aware of your surroundings and you're spiraling, there needs to be like a panic button on this app that kind of ejects you out, like a
I
safety seat.
I would take it as far as the followers should be able to not press that little flag and report. There should be something there for them to press, and then you don't get to like not accept the person into your box. Like because they press so many people press the button, there's this person that'll show up and be like, do you all right, are you like in like influencer mode? Are you in do you know your surroundings? There I think there's more than just your name and birthday that should go into those boxes. Like you should
Yes,
yeah, like tell us about your real
yes.
life before
And
you
I
just
mean, I'm sorry, but I really do kind of think there needs to be a psychological test before you get on this app because when I first came to y'all, it was right after my grandson passed away last year. And I really did kind of fall into where I was like seeking my therapist on here, and I didn't even know I was doing it. And at my age, I should have known better, but I didn't see it. But then I started seeing it. I started listening more, hearing about trauma dumping. See, a lot of this new lingo I don't have because I'm old school, you know, but there are so many gray areas. It's not just black and white. There are so many gray areas that fall in between. And I really think a lot of these people, like in public schools, fall into the cracks if you have a learning disability.
true,
If
true.
you have a mental health concern, if you have a physical concern, a, a physical need. But I really think that there needs to be somewhere on here that when people are feeling out of control and we can see they're out of control, you can't always see yourself when you're in that moment, unfortunately.
True.
But we all know everybody gets recorded.
Right.
I mean, good grief. Thank God back when I was young, we didn't have cameras everywhere. I wouldn't be probably sitting here if there were. But I will say this much. I really think that there needs to be some sort of place people can go to that even when they don't see the panic button, rather than reporting someone because you don't agree with them or you're upset with them, there needs to be like a button. What are they doing? Is not just, but I think there needs to be almost like a, I hate to say a prerequisite, but there needs to be something like people wear medical alert bracelets. So if you're out and about and you have a seizure and you're diabetic, they can help you get your medication. They can check your blood sugar. People wear medical identification necklaces, bracelets everywhere. But unfortunately on TikTok, you don't get that. You don't get to know if somebody has depression, anxiety, panic attacks, body dysmorphia. There's list and list you could go on. But when they're not, people don't know that, then then we all start analyzing. It's kind of in our human nature. We want to help people, but we're not all qualified to help.
Agreed.
Even life lessons. How many times, Pastor, have you told your kids don't do something because you know it's going to hurt them, but they're still going to do it?
Very true.
You tell your kids, slow down, you're going to fall, don't run so fast. Well, 2 seconds later, skin knee, I told you to slow down. But that running so fast and that wind felt so good, Mom, I'm going to go do it again. And by God, they are right out there in the next 10 minutes doing it again. But you gotta give people a little grace to do it. But at the same time, there needs to be a panic button. There needs to be something for us to be able to hit because it gets scary. Because some people have no limits, and that's what's scary.
I agree. I agree. Is that your final
Yes,
comment?
I just wanted to say, please, everyone, seriously, no matter your income, even rural communities have telehealth medicine. And most people, if your income is low or if you fall to that category, there are places that help you get free phones. I don't have one, but if if you can get one, then get one. It gives you access to providers that can actually help. But check out your local resources and don't be ashamed. I would rather reach out and help before I fell to the bottom and had nothing.
I agree.
But I've been to the bottom and had nothing. So I know what it's like to be at the very bottom of a mental breakdown. And you're looking at your family, your parents, and they are just as scared as you are. That's a terrifying feeling. But a lot of these people aren't kids, they're adults. And they got it in their head, I'm an adult, I know everything. We don't. So please, if you are anywhere scared or don't know what you're doing, reach out to a real therapist. But Pastor, I see where you're going and I like it. Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you.
Drop me, honey.
Yes, ma'am. For the I'm gonna let you take that left, Heather. I just wanted to, for whatever student who's going to be a psychologist or going to be a mental health provider, maybe just maybe you can ask for a new category of employment to be added to the internet. And I'm not talking about the phone lines. I'm saying added to the internet as the same way a social media manager would go around and watch someone's content to get them up. I think there needs to be a new category of employment available, licensed internet psychologists, watchers, or something like that. Just people that who have degrees in this field that can watch people and provide an analysis on what they come across. Uh, just a basic analysis that could probably help someone on things that they've seen, social cues, and things that they might see that may be dangerous. Hey, now. I agree. I agree. Needs to be in the DSM-5. I've been saying this a long time. Saying it well.
Good afternoon, Patty.
Hey, now. Hey, now.
I just kind of want to follow up with that just briefly. And that is if you go into a chat, a platform, or you're already in there and it doesn't feel right, you get an uncomfortable feeling, get out. If you stay, then start questioning yourself. Why am I staying? There's all this chaos going on in here. Why am I not leaving? Ask yourself those questions. Check yourself.
True.
Because there are plenty of calm, caring platforms out there that you can go to. I go there. I see them. There's plenty of them. So just kind of as, I know you're laughing, but they're there.
No, I just wanted to say you can't take that away from human nature. They love chaos. That's the part the part that I guess a lot of people are missing. What people there's this very tangent screen of chaos that these humans love. They love drama and chaos. As long as it doesn't involve them, doesn't mean there's a mental thing going on. It just means that they enjoy. It's the worst thing that has happened to society. That's why I'm doing my best to be a glass of water that at least you're getting something out of this. You're getting something out of it. So
Okay, I get it.
society put Jerry Springer in front of generations of people, and
Right.
they love it.
Well, that's, and what I said, let me repeat it. I said, if, that big word, if you go into a room, if it doesn't feel good, leave. Okay. But on the other hand, what you just said, you know what? If you're liking the chaos, if you're getting that adrenaline rush and you want to be in it, then stay. All I'm saying is check yourself. Do I want to be here or do I not? We do have choices.
Peppy, do you see why this has to be like a whole? Like you see how you break everybody's breaking some. This needs to be its own psychology class and course.
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
this could be studied. Like this it could be a whole internet psychology. It could be studied. Like this is.
Yep. You're so right. And good luck with that, Petty.
No, I hope they grab it. I hope they see this. I hope
Hey,
they,
that would be a good move for you. I can see you being the internet TikTok psychologist. Go for it.
No. I hope some kid sees this and is on Google and in a psychology class and trying to
Yeah.
get the doctorate and is like, oh, whoa, and sees this conversation, sees all this conversation going on, and it's like, you know what? We need to figure out how to roll this up
Right.
because it's later in life that it's gonna affect enough people that they'll be like, okay,
Yeah. Well, when we see the effect it's having on everybody, I don't care the age, that it's having on everybody for years now, and especially today in today's world, it's not good. It is not good.
agree, agree.
All right. So
I
in
know.
the meantime, all I was saying is, if it feels good, stay. If you get a feeling that, ooh, this doesn't feel so good, then get out. If you like the chaos, stick around and good luck with that.
Agreed. I
All
wish
right.
I was April Fool. I wish I had an April Fool's for you. I wish.
April Fools, everybody
Word.
just stay. I don't care. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right.
Miss
Have a
Heather.
good day.
You too.
Hey, Petty.
Miss Heather, would I segue before I hit the poor class?
Do you remember how I told you about the documentary on Netflix?
Yes.
Okay, well, so this guy actually was caught with, again, he was caught with the same thing and he reoffended, so I have to go meet with the detectives. He was actually caught, he has videos of me coming onto your live, actually, and telling my story. He has all the videos of me going live.
Internet, once again, social, your story follows a social hierarchy of a sorts, just on a worse side, where somebody is using, because you were younger, am I right?
Yes, yeah.
Using children to social hierarchy, inappropriate things. Once again, please say the name of the special again on Netflix.
What the name is?
Yeah.
Web of Make Believe Lies, episode 4.
Web of make believe. Any college student that happens to come across this, also add a reference point into your paper for Web of Lies and get something out of that as well. Add a reference for Web of Lies that is on Netflix, but I'm sure you'll be able to Google it as a reference in your paper, Web of Lies as well.
Yeah, so I meet with the detective today and I found out all the details. He's looking at another 8 years, and I'm probably going to try to sue him because this is the second time.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I am glad that
Yeah, I just want people to realize how serious it is. Like, I mean, he did this when I was like 16, and I'm now 30, and he's reoffending. So,
the internet at its worst. I guess this psychology internet thing really worked out for today. Wasn't
yep.
a sidebar. Wasn't a sidebar.
Okay, well, I gotta hop down because I gotta finish getting ready for that. But I just wanted to share that with you.
Well, it will go good. So I'm still gonna pray for the best, but everything will go good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Have a good day. All right. All right. Before we get to the news, I have the most horrible topic to cover, and I wrote it all down, and it's something that you want to forget about. The poor class. All right. People act like you don't exist. People act like you don't exist. You don't even know that you're poor. Some people don't even know they're poor. The poor class. I will put it in this much. No, you didn't go left. You didn't. Hey, don't say that. I still got news to do. I got to make sure that people are covered. How do you know you're part of the poor class? If you looked in your savings right now, could you see $100? I'm not talking about your checking. Not talking about your checking account. I'm talking about your savings. Do you see $100? Do you see over $1,000? Do you see over $5,000? Do you see over $10,000? If that number is under $10,000, I would say you're part of the poor class. In your savings. Please don't tell anybody the amount that's in your savings. Okay? That part. If you don't have automatic payments coming, if you don't have automatic payments coming out of your checking account, $3 a day, $1 a day coming out of your checking account going into your savings, you are part of the poor class. If you don't know what dividends are, you're part of the poor class. If you are relying on one job and one job alone, and you are relying on one check, you are part of the poor class. If you are, listen, everything I'm going to say is harsh. It's harsh. It's harsh. It's a reality check. You should leave right now. You should leave right now. Because the last thing I want to do is destabilize your false sense of reality. You use apps to forget life. And right now, I'm going to be like honest. And I just want you to leave. If anything I'm going to say is like, oh, I never thought about that. Hey, now. Okay. So in the United States, I can't speak for anywhere else. We are unknowingly brought into a poor class. Society and its qualms bring some of us out of it. Situations, roads well traveled lead us out of it. Listening to advice leads us out of it. But sometimes we can be in a state of being and not know how to come out of it. Back in the 1950s, a key part, I believe that's around the baby boomers, they took a key part of education out of the entire system across America. It was economics. This is very key. They used to teach people how to budget. They used to teach people how to like live and save the dollars and a whole bunch of things they used to teach that you now have to teach yourself, but they used to teach it in school. It was a great thing. It taught people how to like be a part of the stock market, taught them a whole bunch of things, a host of things, your mothers and your grandmothers, the reason they love cooking is because they were taught in economics how to save their money versus buying preheated food that cost a couple of dollars extra. You know, like a Stouffer's meal. That's why they make homemade lasagna. You know that bag of Alfredo? The reason they make that at home is because it saves a couple of dollars and it could go into the savings. Okay? These were great classes. Wood shop, electric shop, auto shop, carpentry. All these things could help you lean on a mere fact. It's a fact they don't want you to know anymore. Home ownership and land buying. Okay? These are things that they don't want you looking into. Okay? If you looked in whatever state you're in and I'm telling you something that you are going to be really surprised about. If you started looking in whatever state that you live in and start looking up prices of land, Google it, like buy land Georgia, buy land Arizona, buy land wherever. I'll tell you one interesting one that's really interesting for anybody that ever is like, I don't know what I'm gonna do and what I'm gonna do about living. A really interesting one to look into as a like real estate person with a real estate license is like Arizona and mineral land grabs. Okay, so the mineral land is owned by the federal government, but you can purchase like 20 acres for like Now you got rights to the minerals, okay? Now listen, this is smart. You listening? You listening? You listening? The federal government owns the land. You listening? You listening? I'm just trying to help somebody. The federal government owns the land, but you can buy 20 acres of mineral rights. What does this mean? Well, that means that you could perhaps, if you know an area like Arizona or places like that, you know they have minerals on it and gold. You could spend the entire year tripling your money on 20 acres if you know the price of gold. And you can camp on the ground as well. So that means you're not paying rent. You're not paying rent. You already spent, and you're saying, how much is this for the whole year? Like $3,000 for 20 acres of mineral rights. Doesn't mean you own the land, but you have the right to mine and do everything else on the land. And you could camp there while you do it. Hope you follow. I hope you followed that. Hope you got that. I really hope you got that. Probably went over some of y'all's heads. All right. In New Mexico, you can buy land as far as $1 an acre. In some parts of Texas, you can get, $1,000 an acre, not $1 an acre, $1,000 an acre. In some parts of Tennessee and Kentucky and Oklahoma, you can get as low as $500 an acre. Okay? This part is going to hurt. Poor is in part weight on the government and part weight on us. We don't dictate life circumstances, but we can educate ourselves. We can educate ourselves. We can learn about buying land and learn about building our homes and learn about self-efficiency and everything. We should not be renting to die. And I said it. I just refuse. We should not be renting to die. You should have something to pass on to someone, even if it's just 1 acre. You should have something to pass on to someone. But the poor class is a somewhat class that they want to forget about. Some things that need to be done. And I am not running for office. Let me just get this out of the way. I'm not running for office. So everything that I state is going to sound like some politician. And I'm letting you know right now, I'm not running for any office, but I do think that these things will be helpful. Job creation and training. I do believe they could create more jobs, provide more trainings for new ways of society, of how we're moving. They should raise the minimum wage. I also believe that you should have a side hustle. I believe that here there are a lot of lazy people. Sorry, I told you I was going to be harsh. I believe there are a lot of lazy people. I believe if you could pay somebody to do something that you just had to walk 5 feet to do, you would pay somebody to do it. So, like, side hustle. People don't like taking their trash to the curb. They'll pay you like $5 to do it. And imagine you did that over a whole neighborhood of like 400 houses. Times 5. 400 times 5. Just taking the trash to the curb. Do the math. Side hustle. I mean, some people don't want to wash their floors. Will they give you $10 to wash their floor when they go there? They will. So they don't want to wash their car. People don't want to clean their clothes. It's a lot of side gigs. Just think of something that you do freely that other people don't want to do. People don't want to clean their toilet. They don't. Literally the easiest side hustles to have a second job. Okay? Affordable housing, not affordable rent. Okay? This notion of these billionaires buying up all the housing so they can rent it to you is so gross. They're not buying up the land. They're doing this astronomical, crazy thing. They're buying up the housing so you can rent. Do I think I'm gonna be covering another harsh topic later in a few. Do I think the housing market is about to bust? Yeah, but the harsh reality of it. Remember, I was talking about that woman and her husband with the 6-figure job, and they lose everything. Like, it's gonna be folks turning poor because when you have like a domino effect, it's a real domino effect. So you don't know that you ain't been budgeting, and that 30-year mortgage that you can't afford no more is toot, and y'all didn't save none of the money. So there's, let me finish this poor class thing because I do have to cover it. I got to cover it in such a way. Need to promote entrepreneurship, quality education. There needs to be more education. And I believe that we have to teach ourselves. Expanding healthcare. Medicine prices are going up. Like, everything that was brought down is going up. China, once again, covered in news. China, Japan, and South Korea are joining forces against the U.S. Yeah, I know, Good RX, but even Mark Cuban just stated what I'm going to do about the price of... He just stated Sunday or Saturday, Mark Cuban said, I don't know what I'm going to do about the price of meds keep going up. That was in like Business Financial. So I don't know if he feels like his business with Good RX is like... I feel like his statement was kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to let this business go. So I don't know how long Good RX is going to be here, just to be like honest, because prices are going up. Insulin is going up. Like, and, okay. We need to strengthen the social safety nets, promote environmental justice. Another reason of the poor class that they so easily want to forget about that is not forgettable to me. They throw some of the most harmful chemicals inside of poor communities, inside of communities that are underserved. And then what you have is you have people not only living in poor conditions, but living with poor health conditions due to the environment. So they're battling two things at one time. Needs to be fair taxes enacted. I know they let it. I know. I just read it. I know they let it go at 60K. I know. It's about to be a big old burst. Listen. What I'm gonna say later in the news broadcast is something that I don't even want to say, but it's like gonna be the truth. They need to reduce debt, student loan, and forms that trap individuals in poverty. A lot of people are stuck in poverty. They get these payday loans with these highest interest rates. They are given payday cars, all type of bullshit. They need to support families and single houses as well. Lastly, motivation, education, and financial freedom for the poor classes. If you, they still do them. They still do them. Even if they not legal, they still do them. What I have for anybody that's dealing, they still do payday loans. I'm telling you, they still do them. For anybody dealing with poverty, dealing with being poor, dealing with that part of society, and nobody likes to talk about it. I'm not going to tell you to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. It takes wanting to educate yourself on some basic things, and once you start getting your savings up to a certain amount, the hardest thing that you'll have to deal with is getting said money and not wanting to spend it. Don't believe in credit cards? I mean, nah. I mean, were you listening to me at Costco as the lady tried to get me to sign up for a credit card? Were you behind me in Costco? Because I definitely said that out loud. She tried to get me to sign up for a credit card, and I said, I don't believe in credit cards. I don't believe in spending other people's money. I definitely said that. Like, why am I coming here and spend your money to pay you back? I definitely said that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had said that to a lady. She was trying to get me to sign. Yeah, she was trying to get me to sign up for a membership, and I was like, I don't believe in spending. You're not signing up. Listen, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother subject. That's an educational subject. That's an educational subject. Yeah, that's a whole educational subject. To anybody dealing in poverty or poor, it takes education, it takes motivation, and then you'll be financially free. These things don't just happen overnight. You will follow all the steps of budgeting, you will follow all the steps, and one day you'll find yourself financially free, and you will look back at where you came from, and you'll look at those who are still there, and yeah, be an eye-opener to you. It'll be a real eye-opener to you. The more education that you have, well-read, the better you'll be. And it takes time. It's not instant. It takes time. It's slow and steady, and it's actually saving your dollars. But these things that I'm talking about can't take action unless you take action in your life. So sometimes it does take moving and migrating to a different place. It does take talking to an owner that owns 120 acres of land and seeing if you could treat him like the bank and work the land per se and pay him a little bit for a few acres. It takes being innovative, being an entrepreneur, and thinking outside of the box that society has put you in. And that box does right now tell you that you have to work a 9-to-5 and work paycheck to paycheck. I just don't talk about none of my stuff because once again, back to my second topic, to my first topic, yeah, that's dangerous. So you need to think outside the box. Whenever I could drop some nuggets, I do drop some nuggets. Mineral rights. A lot of money in that, especially with the price of gold going up. Just saying. All right. On to the news. Welcome. Oh, hold on. Mineral rights. Mineral rights. Mineral rights. If you got land, there's electricity selling, there's people who sell windmills, then they sell electricity on land. If you own some land in a hot state, they do the whole solar energy sell back, windmill sell back. Yeah, just saying. A lot of money out there. what you learned is depressing. Okay, let me stop it. Maybe what? So all that education can be a little. It can be a lot, and especially it can be a lot to take in. I'm sorry. I told you to leave. I said leave. It wasn't depressing for me. It was like, oh, I gotta put out this information. My bad. Maybe this next part is gonna be depressing. Now, this other stuff, I think the news is depressing. All right, let's get ready for the shit show. It's the news. Let's get ready for this shit show. Now, this stuff is depressing. Welcome. Now, what I gotta put out is all depressing to me. Oh yeah, this is nice. What did I say? Fear is necessity, curse is courage, or whatever. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Hold on. Let me get this news out. Is it this? All right. Let's get the shit show underway. So not only is China, Japan, and South Korea joined together, but there's going to be a 20% tariffs on most imported goods. Yeah. So if you are not ready and haven't been preparing for even more prices to go up, here is your first roundabout way of putting someone else's bill on the people and making us pay higher cost goods while they get to benefit. So here's round one, and this was not an April Fool's joke. I have another. Hold up. No, it's not that. It's not. And finally, been a news I've been waiting to cover all day today. This is important, and I'm gonna let you listen to a clip. And yeah, it's really not. It's for the people that's been following.
The Democratic Senator Cory Booker has been speaking now for the past 15 hours straight on the floor of the U.S. Senate. Booker has been supported by other Democratic senators who joined him in speaking throughout the night. Booker is highlighting the case of an immigrant deported to El Salvador, even though the immigrant had protected status in the U.S.
Attorneys for several Venezuelan deportees have said that the Trump administration falsely labeled their clients as gang members because of their tattoos.
Speaking, I know.
But in Monday's court filing, attorneys for the government admitted that the Salvadorian man, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, was deported accidentally.
The Atlantic has reported on the man's story. In a court filing, Trump administration officials say even though it was their mistake to deport the man, there's nothing they can do now because he is in El Salvador.
Couple of things we've already covered. It is very important that you do whatever the hell you want to do with your free will. But it is very important to those of you that at least listen here to, once again, clarion call, make sure that you have your passports. Make sure your children have their passports. I would really hate, and for all my Latino brothers and sisters out there that reside in this country, it is very important that you have your passport. Very important. I do not want any one of you, I called it, yeah. Don't want anybody to be like Schindler's List. So, sure, Lizzo, come on. Come on. You gonna add something to it? Hold on, go ahead, run to the restroom. Well, run to, listen. Hey, yeah. They are also, I saw a report that they are, people are not alive who are going there. It's not the no passport thing. That's not why he's stuck there. That's not why he's stuck there. But I just want to make sure all anybody that can get misidentified because he had protected status, and most of the people that got sent down there also had protected status, and they did not allow them to have a court date. They just sent them on a plane. Go ahead, Des. Go ahead. Was this an accident? This strike two? Was this accident?
No, it wasn't an accident.
Okay.
So
Okay.
So I just wanted to say that may I play? Where you at?
I can hear you. I can hear you. I might need to mute because let me mute. Let me mute.
Okay, so I put it in the comments. I'm a dual citizen in 2 different countries. I'm also an American citizen. If you hold dual citizenship somewhere, when the Census Bureau people come by, do not answer the door. They are collecting your information. They're tracking your last names. Like, I have a Spanish-oriented last name. If I answered the door, I would be on a list, a hit list. And while I don't love it here, and the people in the comments, you can hate me for that, it's tough. Like, I'd rather be in Jamaica. I'd rather be in the Dominican Republic. I got one foot out the door. But if you even have like an ethnic last name, do not answer the door for the Census Bureau people. Please do not do that. I haven't done it for the past few years. It's not safe. That is all.
You spot on. She's spot on. Lizzo, that's you? Yeah, that is you. Go ahead. I'm a mute.
I forgot my main was Nannard. So here's an issue too that women are running into, and I don't want to exclude men because it's probably men as well, but they are running up on people fully masked. Trump said it first that nobody's going to wear, everybody can't wear masks. Nobody can wear a mask. Now he's allowing them to wear masks, and they are not identifying themselves, which in turn allows regular citizens to come up to you and say, "Hey, I'm so and so with I," and take you. It's wild. Okay, that's it. You all just please be careful.
Spot on. Spot on. That also led me to another reason to have your passport. They're implementing a policy that you can't vote without your passport. Another thing. Yeah, I think that was last week. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, they implemented this policy that the only way. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, they implemented this new rule about no real IDs, none of this other stuff. So even about having a passport to vote, this is crazy. Anyway, please protect your families. Please protect yourselves. The harshest thing about today's news is that this is an era, right? And the one thing I'm sure of, I'm so sure of, the one thing I'm sure of is that there is an American who has a Spanish name. The one thing I'm sure of is they put an American on this plane. A Spanish American was on this plane as well. And they made the error. But did that person already lose themselves? Because this person has 2 daughters over here. If they made this error, how many Americans with Spanish names were also errors? I feel like I caught this.
I have a question. I don't know if you could answer or anybody in the comments, cousins could answer. With the new driver's license, whatever, you're supposed to have it by a certain date, right?
Real ID?
With the American flag on it. I don't know if that's for everybody or it's New York City. but I do own a passport. I can't not get an appointment. So what do I do?
Keep asking for appointments. You trying to do a renewal?
No, you have to have that American flag or something on your
Yeah,
driver's
the
license.
real ID. You can't get a DMV.
Yeah, well, I have my regular driver's license, but you have to have that American flag on to travel. But I own a passport. Like I have a passport. I could leave the country, but supposedly even to fly, like if I flew from New York to Florida, you have to have this on your ID now, and it's by March something.
You got a passport. You good. You good. And what they said in the thing, they say you're gonna have to go to the DMV and wait in line now.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, this is just bad.
Oh, so I'm good with the passport then.
Yeah, you good. You good with the passport, but
All
yeah,
right.
you
All
gotta
right.
go stand in line though for that.
Well, I know, and it's horrible. And I live in New York City, so you can imagine what DMV is like.
I don't even want to imagine. I don't even want.
Don't.
I don't even want to. Just thinking about how long
No,
it is.
it's
Hey,
horrible. You
hey,
can't even get a
Stephanie.
pocket spot.
Stephanie,
Thank you. Go
Stephanie,
ahead.
on your
Yes.
real ID, if your license is current, there should be a way. Check with your department or whatever. Check with them and see if you can go ahead and renew your license so you can, and that may be a mail-in thing. As long as it's not expired, they may go ahead and send it to you.
Yeah, I just renewed my license last year. Like it had to be
And you didn't
renewed.
get their real ID one?
No, I didn't know you had to do that. It was like an extra. I would have paid it. Like but I didn't think. Like I didn't know.
We didn't know it was going to be required, or every state
Yes.
didn't know it was going to be required. I got you. I got you.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Like I'm stupid when it comes to those things. Like I just
Miss
fill out.
Stephanie, Miss Stephanie, they say you're gonna have to catch the ferry to Jersey, whatever that means.
Hey, I'm originally from Staten Island. I took the Staten Island ferry my whole entire life, and I freaking miss that. I'm not living in Staten Island anymore, and I miss the Staten Island ferry. I really do. That was free too, Petty. It was free. It was free 99 to go into Manhattan. Now I'm paying tolls upon tolls to go into Manhattan. It's ridiculous.
Well, you'll be fine. You gotta wait in the DMV. That's it. That's it. If you want the real
Yeah.
ID, but you good to fly with your passport.
All right. That's what I was questioning because I don't plan on going nowhere. Like by the deadline that they want you to have this piece of uh license or whatever the hell it is. I don't plan on it, but I have my passport. If I gotta leave, I will. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Have a good day.
You too. You too.
All right. Thank you.
This last bit of news is the part of the news that I did not want to cover. It's the most horrible part of the news. It is the most realist I can get with you, and it's just sad at the same time. They're saying on the financial that I really can't tell you much about the real ID, Fred, other than I don't want to get to anything. Whatever they have listed on the Real ID website, let's go with that, because anything else that I say about that could lead into conspiracy theories, and I'm not trying to bring a bunch of people in here to go over conspiracy theories with Real ID and One World Order. Yeah, that part too. It does help. It does. It does help. I have mine registered with whatever federal place I go into, but or gates. But it does help if you lose your federal ID. But I don't want to get into one world order. It's my trying to avoid conspiracy theories. Lastly, the market. In financial news, they are talking that there is a bubble that's about to burst. The harsh reality is that there are going to be people that are financially hurt by this. No, Lizzo, no conspiracy, not today. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow we could do a whole slew of conspiracies. I gotta get up out of here. I got garlic parmesan chicken to cook and lemon pepper chicken to cook with roasted potatoes, a Caesar salad, and I think it was garlic parmesan chicken and lemon pepper chicken, roasted potatoes, and a salad. Yeah. So I can't do another hour. I can't do another hour. I'll send y'all a plate. Listen. Reality is that a lot of people in this here country are about to be hurt. They're gonna be poor. They're gonna have to sell their house. They're gonna have to sell their car. They can't buy a new car. $5,000 to $15,000 more $1,000 on top of what these new cars gonna be costing with all the tariffs. And the bad thing about the whole thing is there's a good bright part in there. God, why do I have to say it like this? Some rich guy with some money is saying it like this. Some rich guy with a lot of money is saying it like this. Through someone else's trauma, through someone else's downfall, there will be financial gains for other people that could be including you. Their $500,000 house could end up at a bank for $50,000, $10,000, $5,000. If you have your money in order, you could probably end up with their house or their car, their land. There's going to be a stuff up for grabs. You could financially profit. Someone else's bad demise, bad decision, their need to not budget could be your financial come up. And there's some rich guy out there who does not care about people. And this is how they're thinking. They're thinking of like, okay, we know they're going to default on their loan. We know their job isn't guaranteed. We know that job, it was temporary and made up job. And we know we're closing these hospitals, we're closing these agencies and this government. These amount of people are losing their job, which is real. I'm not bashing rich people. I am literally giving the reality. I'm giving the harsh reality of how they're talking. I'm literally just the harsh reality, the very harsh reality, and the harsh reality for anybody out there that is I know what they did there. I know there are a lot of listen, I know what they did. I know what they did in every state. Every single one of these harsh thousands of dollars realities that is happening to people in real time right now, including the price of goods coming up. All these harsh realities in some fucked up way to somebody with some money is good. It's good. And as fucked up as coming out my mouth that sounds to somebody, the disasters that are happening with people losing their jobs, people not being able to eat, people not being able to afford food, All these things are good to them, to somebody with some money. 3-4 houses on the block go up for sale. That's 3-4 acres for sale. Just saying. I know. I'm trying to just like if when you see the disparity, I want you to know. Okay, I heard him say it. I want you to be like, he said it. I'm seeing it. Okay. I don't want him to catch you off guard. Yes, Malibu.
Hi.
Hey now.
I hate to do this, but is Smash here? I need to talk to Smash.
She probably left when I was giving the dissertation on these. I
Well,
already knew nobody was gonna be here when I started talking about psychology, social important. This wasn't keeping nobody around.
well,
I don't think she here.
can somebody share this? Can somebody share this to Smash, please?
I don't think she here. Shit, he started talking about poor people. I'm over here trying to think about what I'm gonna feed my kid. I can hardly feed my kids. Oh, he's talking about society hierarchies in the internet. Hell, I use the internet to get away from society. They don't want to hear about that shit. They don't want to hear about that. Nobody want to hear about that shit. Nobody want to hear about themselves. The hell? They did not want to hear that. I'm trying to escape reality. Here you go, reminding me what the hell I'm doing. They didn't want to hear that. There she go, right there. Smash, you got a moment? And I'm gonna go on mute when you come up.
Smash to the front of the class.
No, you ain't did nothing. As far as I know, you ain't did nothing. Shit.
How come I don't see her comments? Did she block me?
What do I do? It's
Well,
never good when I get Petty's live sent to me at least 600 times. It's never a good thing.
Well, you know me, and you know if I have something on my heart, I got to talk about it.
Yeah.
But I'm really disappointed in you, and that's because you haven't told me how your moon is doing lately. April Fools! I want to scare your ass somehow.
You're that good one, Malibu. Good
It's
one.
April Fool's.
You're so cute. Bro, that legit gave me a headache. I have a headache now, thank you.
Wait a
my blood
minute,
pressure
Petty.
just skyrocketed.
Petty, you have to go to who posted that? Crazy Kate. You have to go to her page and look at the video about
No.
Smash.
No, don't do
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, do it.
No, don't do that.
I'm
Malibu,
sorry.
that was the best. That was the best.
I had to.
I thought, holy crap, what did Smash do to her?
She getting called out by Petty. I mean, by Malibu. You know she in trouble.
Sorry, Smash. I told everybody I'd come to get you, but everybody else went too.
I was dying in the comments because they were eyeballs. They were oops. They were like, uh-oh.
Literally, I went to my messages because I got a bunch of them sent to me, and the first thing I said to Brown Eyes, I said, "Am I in trouble?" Like trying to get a warning before coming in here. Never a good thing.
Listen, I'm getting text messages. Damn you, Malibu.
Listen, the way my heart sunk in my butt because I watched you guys that night and I was like, great, now who's going to sit with Smash for the Wi-Fi? And then I realized, wait, it's April 1st. You've got to be kidding. I wish you would have took it on like a little bit more and like really made her think you were disappointed.
I know, but I couldn't hold my laugh in. I knew I was going to give it away if I didn't hurry up. So
hi, Regina. Yeah, I was like, oh great. So now Smash is just gonna have horrible Wi-Fi. Got it. Okay.
We'll be on the struggle bus, y'all.
I'm sorry, y'all. I knew. So, you know, I saw the comments and they were like bugging him, so I was like, let me spice this up a little bit. Let me spice it up.
My bad. I don't know why this is funny to everybody, but whatever. It's like raising my
Listen,
blood pressure.
Petty,
Look,
do you
Smash.
remember like 3 weeks ago Smash said that she unfollowed you, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. She sends me a text message and she's like, I got booted off the island today, and I'm like, I didn't vote. I didn't vote for that. And she's like, no, I just know he's talking about me. Remember, and then remember, I sent you a message on IG, said, is Smash in
Yeah,
trouble?
I
I'm
felt
really
so
good
dumb.
at calling people out that I need to call out just to let everybody know. Usually when I'm talking to code, probably ain't got nothing to do with you at
Well,
all.
and that's the thing. You start talking in code, and I started reading too far in between the lines. Like that happens, and normally I'll just sit, quietly and just wait because I know you'll call my name. But like my name wasn't called. I was like, oh man, I'm in deep shit. I know it for sure this
Dude,
time. This is
that
it.
day, Smash messaged me.
Yeah.
Smash messaged me, and she said, "You know something I don't." And because I was commenting that day in the comments, and I said, "No, it's not you."
I
It
tried to
was
tell her, Monster. She didn't listen to me.
it was
I
funny
was
as
like, I'm just
fuck.
gonna take myself out to avoid any
You
issues here.
unfollowed because of that?
Yeah, yeah, because
You.
Yeah, she unfollowed him.
I
well, that
can't.
way I wouldn't know if he blocked me. I could just like move on with my life and just act like nothing happened. And
Mm-hmm.
that was a
Well,
rough day.
Well, I'm glad I made everybody laugh today. We kind of needed the laugh here on the last.
listen, to shake things up a bit, just start sharing Petty's live repeatedly to Smash, like out of the blue.
Don't,
She'll
man.
come
That
in
shit gives
all
me
scared.
so much anxiety. Like I get the normal shares, right? Like when Petty first joins and like those are cool. And then I know when multiple like other people that don't typically share it on a daily basis, I'm like, yep, I'm in trouble.
See,
I don't
when
know
it
what I did,
happens
but
to
I know it.
me, I'm like, oh, Pastor Petty got a fucking fire under his eye. He wants to fight with me today. Okay, let's go in there and tussle. I
All
like
right.
it. Share it. What's your problem today, Petty? You got a problem with me?
I've been putting
No.
myself in timeout in this church like
I have
since
no
day
problem.
one.
Literally,
He
no
don't want no
problem.
smoke. I love him. I can't stand it. I can't stand you. Look at that face. Okay, I gotta go. Bye.
Yep,
I just
I'm
want
getting
to
down. Thanks
say,
for the heart attack, everybody.
You're
yeah,
welcome.
I just want to say before I drop, yes, it's April Fool's. Be easy with your jokes, y'all. I've already seen, like, at my grown age, I've already seen a couple people with the faking of the babies and stuff. Let's not do that. We're grown over here. Let's just remember that, okay? Be easy on the jokes. All right. You guys have a good day.
Okay. Thanks, Petty, for allowing me to listen to Culverton. Was
No,
that
like I appreciate it because I didn't have no April Fool's jokes I was about to play on nobody. I'm about to go cook. And that's not a joke. I appreciate it. I was not about to play no April Fool's jokes. I hate April Fool's jokes. Because I'm gullible. I literally fell for it before they said April Fool's in the chat. I fell for it. What the hell's going on? Shit, I don't got time to be joking.
I went into work this morning super serious, and I told my controller, I was like, I need to talk to you in the boardroom. She was like, okay. And she sat down, I sat down, and I said, I'm so sorry. I said, but today will be my last day. And she's like, no, it's not. Why? I said, I'm just not happy here anymore. And she's like, what can I do? Can I give you more money? I was like, no, money won't do it. And then she got up to give me a hug, and I was like, April Fools! And she's like, bitch, I'm
Nah,
taking
I
money
can't
away
see,
from you
you
now.
getting. I be pissed off. I ain't joking with nobody.
All
No.
right,
You did a
I'll let
good
you
one.
talk to Lindsay. I don't know who Lindsay is. Do you?
Is that a joke? Oh,
I
the
do.
person in the box. I don't know, but they here. I don't know if they hear it say they loaded.
Was it a strike?
I don't know. They came back. They left and came back, and I don't know.
Hi,
I don't know.
Lindsay. How How are you today?
Is she there?
I don't know.
I mean, it's showed she there, but it's also showing like
She's not there.
yeah. I mean,
Like,
my show is like loading. It's the two dots. It's red and blue going back and forth. And she up under you, but they might not see it. But it showed that she's in the box as well. So what I do is I'm gonna exit her out, and then if she want to come back, she can come back. So if you want to come back, you can come back. I wasn't dismissing you. You can come back. It wasn't loading, and maybe you out driving or something like that. But definitely I'll give a
but
couple
that
minutes.
was the second time she asked to come in.
I know. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not playing no jokes.
Nope, it was just me.
Yeah. Don't come in. I ain't playing no jokes. I play music, and any jokes that I do they coming out my mouth.
All right. Well, thank you for having me up.
You're welcome. I ain't got.
Oh, Katie, you didn't give the weather. Bye.
Where she go? Let me see. Is Katie come? Hold on. Here she go. Monster was talking, but wasn't no box. I mean, I saw her box though. That was crazy. You're welcome. Kate, it's all yours.
Listen, the weather's bad everywhere. The streets are flooded, literally. So I mean, it's dangerous everywhere from what I'm hearing. It's clear where I'm at, though. Sorry. I hope everybody's staying safe in the bad weather. Also, if any of you guys are in lives today, kissing and making up, I'm gonna take it as a joke because it's April 1st. So tomorrow you could try again. Yeah, I'm sorry about the bad storms, y'all. Too Tall says Missouri, Kansas, level 3 storms. Yeah, Mississippi's clear. Kind of nice out here. They said. All right.
Amen to that.
All right, cool. We getting bad weather tonight, Ray. Good luck. I hope that you at least kill some roaches.
Who?
Tornadoes and hurricanes. I hope you guys stay safe, for real. Jocelyn, I'm glad you're okay.
Who got roaches?
Raid. Raid got roaches.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I thought you talking about I ain't got no roaches over here. No.
And I'm going to go eat this nasty ass shit because I'm trying to eat healthy and lose weight, y'all. I'm fat now. All right, you guys have a good day.
You too. What? They got no damn roaches. Let me see. I got an April Fool's song, and I'm gonna get up out of here. Vanessa Williams. I don't know what this is. For the first time here, I just looked it up. Vanessa Williams. I know. You don't sound right. Oh, you sound so beautiful. Oh, you got Vanessa? I can't add this. I can't do that. Let me. No, we can't end with that song. No, we can't end with that song. Hell no, I can't get up out of here on none of this. Hi. Hey, Matt. How you doing?
Hey. So can I share a positive story?
Yes, please.
So do you see what's behind you? An administrative error sends a Maryland father. So there was a similar issue in New Jersey, and we just found out 2 days ago that using our senators and our representatives, that they returned the father back to New Jersey, to Flemington, New Jersey. So if you guys want to,
they got one back. They got one back.
They got him back.
Was he now? What Was he was it an immigration status or was he a citizen?
He was a status.
God.
And to be fair, he's been here for a very long time and it wasn't finished. So legally, they had every right to let him go. But because he's an upstanding member of our community and what he does, they fought for him to be returned to his family. So
this place here? He went there?
No, he was at a deportation center. Being prepared to leave.
Still good.
But the community got together and they all wrote letters to their senators and to their legal representatives and legislative, and he's on his way back. So there is power of the people that if you do, as a matter of fact, yes, we do only fight for upstanding citizens. If you're a criminal, you can get your ass out of here. So yes, Minnie, that's what I believe in. If you are not an upstanding citizen,
don't fight up here today. Don't start no fight up here. Okay. Oh, that sounds like fight.
Well, I mean, if you're a criminal, no, I don't want you here. Thanks.
There you go.
So yes, you guys can do it. If there are people in this, if there are people in your community and you do have the situation, please look up in New Jersey. It's Flemington, New Jersey, and see what they did to have this person returned. But he's back with his family, and all is right in the world for this family.
All right. Well, the man, just to state, he wasn't a criminal. They mislabeled him. Thought his tattoo was part of MS-13. There was also another young man who had autism, a tattoo that got mislabeled as well, and a soccer player who got mislabeled as well. So
yep, we saw the soccer player.
A lot of people.
And I don't mean like upstanding, you guys. I mean literally, the criminals have come across like MS-13 gang members and things of that nature. Like, let's not like hunker down on our things. Like, let's not pick apart. Let's not get crazy now. I mean, upstanding citizen meaning that he participates in the community. He's been a long time restaurateur, does all these things. So yes, our community fought for him, and we have him back. So if you guys have similar people in your community that are being misrepresented, please reach out to those same things, and then they are willing to assist to bring them back. I know that went left really quick.
Just talking to the cut. Hey, can I not take no heat? I think I did good today.
I didn't mean to. I was trying to bring a positive story, and then they said only good upstanding citizens. And okay, take it as you will. Take it as you will. Yeah, we're happy that there's a really nice family that's been reunited.
Yes, we are. We are glad they are. We're glad they were reunited.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, I shouldn't have even responded. I should have just shared my story and not responded to comments.
I agree.
Yes. Hindsight's 2020.
Yep.
Hindsight is 2020.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes it just ain't worth it.
And by the way, I'm making chicken
wrap.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. Everybody have chicken tonight.
That's what I'm doing. But again, I hope you take for what I said was that we have a family reunited, and there are ways to do so.
True.
I know, I shouldn't read comments. I just don't. I'm really not that talented to read and respond, clearly.
Avoid.
All right, have a great day. Sorry for ruining Sorry, I thought it was going to go so well, and then it just... It's okay. Sorry, my bad.
It's okay. With that... Hey, look, I think I did a really good job today. I think I did a really good job today. Covering the two things that I covered plus the news. I think that we all should be...
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always
always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to...
I'm gonna let you say what you need to say. Oh, I ain't know who that... You changed your profile picture. I ain't know who that was. You changed your profile picture on me.
Are you shitting me?
What?
We cannot be friends.
I agree.
Hey, look, I'm making a I'm making a shelf. You like it? I'm not done with it.
What you made that out of?
Wood, bitch. Damn, what you think this is, ho? Shut up, Betty. I'm just trying to show you what I did, okay? Damn, be proud of me.
It look good. Dude, don't you mind me. You know I'm foolish.
I've been cleaning my house, bitch, okay? I've been doing it all.
I hope somebody got that face.
Listen, we're not letting you get off the live, Petty. We came up here to derail your exit. Where did you think you were going?
I'm going to go cook.
No, you aren't.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, listen, I'm holding a cancel Petty live tonight at 7 p.m. whatever time you live.
Are you just gonna leave us up here? I guess you could go cook and just leave us on.
Hey, listen, if you fucking end this live, I'm gonna go live and we're voting you off this fucking island.
All right, perfect. So Monster will be live next. Monster is going. You got something else to say? You got a bunch of wood?
Yeah, I'm gonna cry because I take my child for doll screen and start school tomorrow, and I'm not okay at all. So that's
I can handle this.
Katie, fuck out of here. I'm gonna divorce her ass. I'm getting down that. Yes, the fuck I am too. I'm about to go get new papers.
Listen, that needs to be a meme. I want it to be Kendra's face, and it has to say wood.
I'm telling you.
Like spelled duh at the end, you know what I mean?
Oh me, I hope somebody got that picture. Listen, I think he meant
divorce to nobody, bitches. You saw it. Right,
Petty, you ain't this motherfucker trying to cook. I can't even. Like, when did we not? I don't know. We're important.
You are important. I gotta cook. Food's important.
I just wanted to hear you
Monster.
say it. Huh?
Monster, let's go hold a live and we'll vote Petty off the island.
Yeah, I'm fucking tired of this shit.
April Fools.
Oh, that's a great one. Please do that while I'm cooking.
You know what? Instead of Smashley being scared, she's getting voted off every day. We're just gonna fucking vote you off. How about that?
Take a screenshot. Let me hold on. Make sure for April.
You block everybody that agrees.
You know that we run this shit.
Yeah, hold on. That way you can run with it. Hold on, I got you.
I think he meant to say we're not taking applications for new friends.
Yeah, what the fuck was that song about, Petty? What can we be? What?
Yeah, hold up. Let me make sure you get this for your live.
What's it say?
Vote me off.
Can you put it in the chat? Can we just do it right now? Let's not take the face in the chat if he's off. Not face if you want to keep him.
Take a poll. The new cult leader is me.
Yeah.
Smile. Smile if Petty is fucking out of here, and frown if he stays.
Hope they got that screenshot. Yeah. For the first April. There you go.
Do the poll.
Why don't we just go and have a cooking class with Petty? He just takes us with him to his kitchen.
Now,
anyways, hopping down.
Listen, why didn't we think about it being April Fool's Day and get on the back end and make up this big ass lie and this big old fight between you and your mods and all this stuff?
You know what, CJ? It's not too late for that, but now they're gonna expect it. So.
No, we're really fighting, Petty. I'm fucking sick of this shit.
Nope. Nope, I ain't causing no mayhem. They do enough of it. Nope, nope, nope.
That's true. Also, after midnight last night, which was technically April Fool's, I definitely was in a box with Mallory.
You dang sure was.
What? Wait,
Yeah,
tell
did
me
y'all
more.
miss that shit?
Don't say the
I saw
name.
Regina in a box, but I didn't see you. I was sleeping and then I woke up.
Yeah,
What
it was
happened?
a
Don't say the name.
Oh, sorry, I
You
didn't mean to.
joking? You joking though?
No, she's
Listen,
not.
Did you
there.
yell or were you calm?
I got booted out of the box. You know I
You,
Stop and
yelled.
she was yelling.
you got a little loud.
I got kicked out of the box, Petty. They're mean to
Oh
me.
wait, you know what? I did hear you in there. It was when Regina was in there too. I did hear
Yeah.
you in there. Yes, yes.
You just
And
said
then,
you were
No,
asleep. How you hear something
no.
while you were asleep?
Petty,
I
I
woke up and
swear.
Regina was in the box. Leave me alone.
Shannon actually felt and realized that she was a whole fucking asshole for real this time, I think. But no apologies, no grace, no peace.
Listen, when I tell you I was asleep and woke up, I thought I was dreaming in the Twilight Zone, and then I went into Bubbles Live, and she was like, "Yep, this is happening." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, no, I thought the same thing when I went in there and I seen Regina up there, and then I figured out what was happening, and I went up there, I yelled, and I got fucking booted right away. What are you shaking your head for? This is
Nah,
my
I ain't
platform
falling
now. I
for it.
can't.
I ain't falling down.
Hey,
Hey,
I woke up
Petty,
at
I've
5
never
o'clock.
lied to you. I promise
Hold
you
on.
it happened.
Go. I'm
Listen,
not
I
kidding.
even sent Retina a message and said, "Am I having a stroke? What are you doing?"
Yep.
I
It was
woke up at
great.
5 o'clock and they were still on, and it
Oh
was.
my gosh, what time zone are you in?
I'm in Eastern.
Oh shoot.
And
Yeah,
guess
I'm
who was
down.
the host, Petty? Leather and Lace.
And guess who ended her live because she didn't want to hear Mallory's sad story again?
Don't say the name.
She
Sorry.
ended the live because.
She ended the live because she didn't want to hear the sad story.
Farrell's coming. Listen, he's
Quit
shaking his head.
shaking
No,
your
he
head.
ain't
I
believing
swear
shit.
to you, it happened. I swear on my life, it happened.
Listen, I hopped up there too, and I got some vindication for Bubbles a little bit last night. So I feel
I
kind of
told
good about
Mallory to
that.
shut her dirty ass mouth up, lying like that.
You know what's
Monster.
crazy to me? You know what's crazy to me, you guys? Is like people say they don't say shit, but the good old YT proves otherwise. I'm just saying.
What? How in the fuck is she really gonna go up there and say she never spoke on what she did? That's my
Exactly.
problem.
Oh my God, that
Are
was
you
infuriating
insane?
me. Oh Lord.
Anyways, okay, I gotta go. Petty's having a spasm. Listen, I'm getting voted off right after this live. I know it. I'm out of here, guys. So it was nice knowing all of you. Petty
He's
is
Bye.
stuck in
done with my
he's stuck in
shit.
a stem. He's
Yep.
stemming right now and he
Look at
can't
him.
stop.
Nope. I gotta hurry. I'm at work. Petty, she's telling the truth.
I'm telling
It
the
Look
truth.
at
happened.
him.
I
I'm telling him.
swear it happened.
At this point, I
I could
just
just
don't
hear
think
him
he
la
wants
la
to.
la 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 la
Yeah,
la.
he just don't want to even imagine me in that box with them. That's the problem. He is not going to accept that shit. But I told them
We're
all
all
about
getting voted
themselves,
off
and I
now.
did get kicked out. And then they invited me back in, and then I nicely, without yelling, so I wouldn't get kicked off, trolled the shit out of Shannon. It was hilarious. Okay, bye.
It's true, buddy. I've seen it with my own eyes. My dog woke me up. I clicked on here, and there they were.
last words. I'm about to leave. Last words. Y'all,
We're all
or
getting
y'all will
voted.
all, we all leaving together. How about
We're
that?
all
Well,
getting
hold
voted
on.
We
off.
all leaving together.
Listen,
We all
wait,
leaving
wait,
together.
wait, wait,
Bye.
wait.